You ever had that strange feeling where you're busy all the time yet not fulfilled? Like your days are full, but you're running on empty? Most people don't talk about it openly, but almost everyone feels this way at some point. And it's not because we don't have enough time. It's not because we're lazy. It's because we're living by default, not by design. Almost no one stops to think about it, but almost all of our lives are built on autopilot. We wake up, check our phones, answer emails, handle responsibilities, rinse and repeat day after day, even on days off, holidays, and vacations. It's like we accidentally fell onto a conveyor belt that keeps moving, whether we like it or not. And the real problem, we try to fix it with willpower. But willpower is like trying to fill a leaking bucket. If your energy and focus are going 100 different directions, it doesn't matter how much willpower you have, it's going to run out. But what if you could change this? Living a powerful and fulfilling life is not about working harder, but about living smarter by intentionally choosing what matters to you, focusing your energy, and building your willpower naturally. And that's what I'm going to talk about right now. Why do most people stay stuck in default mode? Let's start with the hard truth. Most people don't know themselves very well. And that's not an insult, it's just reality. Most people grew up being told what to believe, what to chase, and what matters. We learn from our parents, teachers, friends, and now social media. We rarely stop to ask ourselves, am I being me? And if you've ever achieved something, maybe you got a job promotion or you bought something you really wanted. And then shortly after your achievement, the novelty wore off and you felt empty afterwards. You were chasing goals you didn't pick, living routines you didn't create, and feeling tired for reasons you don't understand. It is because we don't know what we really want. We know what we're supposed to want, which is the big house, the nice cars, a respectable job and job titles, a relationship that looks beautiful to everyone. But deep down, we're craving something else. Freedom to be and live how we want, a peace of mind that will be good for most of their life. To be creative and build something that leaves a legacy and feel like our limited time here mattered to those we love and those we want to love and respect. And one of our greatest challenges is learning how to control our focus and energy. Every day, we leak energy like a broken faucet. Constant notifications from our phones and computers, endless scrolling that takes us nowhere important. We worry about things we can't control as if worrying is going to prevent or fix what we don't want. We say things we should have said no to, times when we felt like we should say no, but our egos are masterful negotiators and influence us to say yes. So it's no wonder we feel exhausted. No wonder willpower doesn't work. Again, it's not because we're weak. It's because we're wasting energy we have on things that don't matter. So what's the way out? It's not complicated, but it takes commitment and it's not easy. It's a shift from living by accident to living by intention. Here's the formula. Know thyself. Spend time figuring out what actually matters to you, not to your friends, not to your family, not to what you think the world needs from you, but what matters to you. A powerful exercise is this. Take 10 minutes, turn off your phone, sit quietly, and write down the answer to this question. What does a great life look like for me? To help you answer that question, focus on four major areas of life. What does great health look like? That's physically, mentally, and spiritually. What does great relationships look like? And that's with yourself, your loved ones, and the inside of your social networks. What does a great career look like? Don't worry about the titles. What do you want to do to serve humanity? And what does great resources look like? That's money, time, and assets. So remove the limitations of your circumstances, situations, and conditions, and who you were and are right now, because they have nothing to do with your potential. Your history doesn't have to be repeated. Now, there is no wrong answer to those questions. And I get it. It may be hard to use your imagination for dreams because you spent decades being realistic. And I may be the first person to say this. Your dreams can be your reality and they can be realistic. When you start living by your design, you'll start living a more fulfilling and grateful life. Decide what you truly want, not a vague, I want to be successful. What does successful look like? Describe what success means to you. Like, who would you be if you were healthy? Who would you be in loving relationships? Who would you be in a rewarding career? And who would you be when you have an abundance of money and time? Now, here's a quick analogy. Imagine driving across the country without a destination. You'll waste gas, time, and energy. But when you know exactly where you're going, even if you don't get there today, you can adjust your route and keep moving forward. So you want to write it down because clarity creates momentum. And without clarity, your mind just wanders and your energy leaks. Now I'm going to discuss mastering your focus and your energy. You don't need more willpower. You need to stop leaking the willpower you already have. And here's how you start. Your morning routine is vital to your success. Start your day by doing one thing that's just for you. So 9 minutes of doing something productive, like stretching, reading, meditating, or writing. When your alarm goes off, hit the snooze button and get into action right away. This sets your mental tone and creates momentum for the whole day. Protecting your attention is simple. Mute your phone to help you get focused. Start creating focus by minimizing distractions. No one is going to give you the space to focus. In fact, most people are going to try to take your focus. Start moving your body as often as necessary. Energy creates energy. And when you feel sluggish, move. It doesn't have to be an hour at the gym. Do short actions and do them throughout your day. It could be 5 push-ups, a short walk, or just dancing where you are. This will help minimize and remove cortisol and give you endorphins. Endorphins do many things for your mind and body. It's known as the feel-good hormone. Physically, it removes stress and boosts immunity. Mentally, it improves moods and fights depression and anxiety. If you're feeling uninspired, move. Another thing to do is guard your circle. The cultures you're in can have a great impact on who you are. You may not be tired because of what you've done, but because the people around you. Have you noticed you feel good until you have conversations with some people? And is there someone that you can think of now that when you imagine being around them, you feel worse? The opposite is true too. You think about someone, you start feeling better. Minimize your time around Debbie Downers and start spending more time with hope dealers. Start spending more time with people who lift you up, or at least protect yourself from constant negativity. The beautiful part of these simple habits is when your energy is right and you're feeling good, your mind is focused and your willpower is easy to find. And you don't have to push yourself through life. You start getting pulled by something greater than you, your purpose. Now, I'm going to leave you with this. You do not need to change your entire life today, but you can start changing the direction of your life today. You do not build a house in a day. You start with a strong foundation. Start creating that strong foundation, is going to take you doing some work. Today or tonight, set aside 10 minutes and write down the answer to this question. What would a fulfilling life look like for me? Again, there's 4 areas to focus on. There's health, which is mental, physical, and spiritual. Relationships, which is yourself, loved ones, and your networks. Career, what do you want to do to contribute, improve, or help progress humanity? And last is resources. How much money is enough? What do you want to own? And how much free time do you want? If you don't know what to write, just start writing anything. A way authors get their creative juices flowing is something they call writing for the garbage can. Don't worry about if it's not perfect. You have the rest of your life to perfect it. You just need to start, and today is the day. Write down one small goal you can do tomorrow in each area of life. Something simple, something easy, something you can do quickly, and that's trackable. If you've not worked out in years, don't set a goal of walking for 30 minutes. Set a goal of a 5-minute walk, or maybe just 5 push-ups. If you have poor relationships with someone, don't set a goal of resolving it overnight. Set a goal of sending them a short, caring text. Or if you don't want to text them, find 5 things you're grateful for about them. And if you don't like your career or where you work, don't set a goal of getting a new job. Set a goal of applying for one or a couple jobs, or maybe updating your resume. And if you don't have an abundance of money or time, don't set a goal to win the lottery. Set a goal of saving $1 or $2, or use your phone 10 minutes less. Make it so small you can't fail. The point is not to do it perfectly, but to start building the muscle of living intentionally. Imagine where you could be in 30 days from now if you just follow through on this. Not massive overnight change, but steady, focused, real momentum toward the life you want. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for the right time. You do not need a new life. You need new habits. And that can start by setting small goals. Accomplishing small goals builds momentum and confidence. More confidence and momentum will give you new habits. New habits will create a new life. And that starts today, not next week, and not when you're ready. It's today, tonight, or right now. Start living by design, no longer by accident. Your life is far too valuable to be lived on autopilot. Goodbye for now. Go live intentionally.